everyone, and welcome to Stampin' Chat Live. I'm Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you coming in from all around the world. Tonight we're going to have some fun because we're going to play with our brand new Sunny Days and Breezy Nights card kit. And I'm going to be making a card using a red, white, and blue theme. Red, white, and blue always feels like summer to me. When I think of it, I think of beach chairs and umbrellas and 4th of July and fireworks and just all the fun things that happen in the summer. So I thought it would be a great color combination to play with tonight, and hopefully you'll play along too. But before we get started, let's say hello to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Good after morning, evening, noon, everybody.
How are you?
I am better than horrible. Glad to be here in the dead space. And I'm wearing white.
Yeah,
You're
we need one more person.
I think the closest we're going to get is if Zeus wanders in. He's kind of red.
Yeah, he's a redhead, but
Ginger.
he's kind of orange.
Yes. So we'll have to rely on your card making to cover that theme.
Yes, for sure. Well, how are you doing? You doing well?
This is my vibe.
This is your vibe?
Summertime.
Summer.
I am a summertime. You know, my favorite color is orange, and it's because it's so bright and sunny. And yes.
And you've been riding your bike a lot.
And I'm so bright and sunny, right?
You are. You brighten the dead space. For sure.
Right in the dead space.
Oh.
So, yeah, I've been getting a lot of bike time in, and just love this time of year.
Yeah. Well, let's make a summer card. And do you have a word of the day?
I have a word of the day, yes.
Excellent.
An appropriate word of the day.
Ooh, okay. Well, we'll be waiting for that. All right, well, let's get started. We're going to start with some basic white cardstock for this card. And I'm going to cut this in half using my mini paper cutter here. Ooh, I'm a little bit close. Must have been from the last video. So I'm going to cut this in a quarter sheet here of this. And then I am going to stamp a couple of things. So I'm going to use my Misty for this, and we are going to be using products from the kit. And the new card kit is called Sunny Days and Breezy Nights. And I'm going to be using the stamp set that's named the same. So I'm going to do the beach chairs here because, like I said, anytime I think of red, white, and blue, I think of these like fun umbrellas and beach chairs, and it just feels so summery to me. And then I think I'm going to use the Have an Amazing Day, You Deserve It, because that would make actually a fun summer birthday card. My cousin's birthday is in the summer. She's a July baby, so that's a perfect color card for her. And let's see here. I think my sister-in-law's birthday is also in July, isn't it, Tom?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, so we've got a couple July birthdays. We're going to be celebrating with the red, white, and blue for sure. And, of course, America's birthday, 250th birthday is coming up. So that'll be a big celebration, I'm sure, in Milwaukee and all around the country here in the U.S. We'll be having lots of fireworks and fun activities. Milwaukee really lights up in the summer when it comes to festivals and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty fun here. Okay, so we've got a good impression here of those two little beach chairs.
Okay, so Annette wants to know, where are we from?
Where are we from?
Where do we hail from?
We hail from... Tom and I hail from Philadelphia.
The city of brotherly love.
Yes, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So when we were kids, we would have some amazing 4th of July things. Remember 1976? We had the big bicentennial celebration?
Yes, and isn't that when the Flyers won the Stanley Cup?
Yes, they did.
The Broad Street Bullies?
Yep, and they burned the city down. It was quite exciting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, that's where we're from. We're from Philadelphia, and then we relocated out here to the Midwest, to Wisconsin, many, many years later. So I think, how old were we when we moved to Wisconsin, Tom? Maybe in our late 20s?
Sort of, yes.
Yeah, about our late 20s. Tom went to law school out here, and then somewhere along the line while he was in law school, we ended up having 2 kids, and you know how that goes. You just kind of start planting roots because you have friends, and your kids are starting to have friends, and...
Oh, and a question here. So what's your favorite cheesesteak place?
Oh, well, okay, so there's 2. Pat Steaks is the one that everybody knows about,
That's
right?
a loaded question, especially for somebody from Philadelphia, because even growing up, my father, who is from South Philadelphia, would always have like a hole-in-the-wall place, you know, corner bar that was the place to go to get a steak or, you know, so yeah, and we haven't been there in quite a while, so...
Yeah, I don't even know if the places that we went to are still there, but my favorite place to get a cheesesteak wasn't even in Philadelphia. It was in Atlantic City, and it was called the White House. Do you remember that place, Tom?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was the best steak sandwich in the area.
Yeah.
But a lot of people go to Pat Steaks.
Everybody's going to get hungry.
Yeah, I know. We're always talking about food, right? All right, so I'm going to do a little Gamsol coloring. So I've got some Gamsol in here. Now, Gamsol is an artist-grade odorless mineral spirits. Don't have my label on here because it peeled off, but I always add just a little bit more into my cup here. This is just a candle holder. I like it because it's short and wide, and it's not real easy to tip over. And then I'm going to use Prismacolor pencils and blending stumps to color this in. So I zoomed in, and hopefully you can see pretty well. Ralph's Italian. That was my mom and dad. My mom and dad loved Ralph's. Do you remember that, Tom? I remember hearing that.
Yeah, I remember hearing Ralph's.
Yeah.
But, I don't think we ever got there, did we?
No, you and I never did, but they loved it there. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to color these stripes here, the red ones, just halfway up, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Not even halfway up. And I'm putting a decent amount of red on there. And then I'm going to color the center here down the sides like this.
So if you grew up in Philadelphia, this scene would be a scene from, say, Ocean City or Avalon, New Jersey.
Wildwood.
Or Wildwood, New Jersey. Although you didn't see many Adirondack chairs in Wildwood, New Jersey.
No, not a lot of those.
But Ocean City for sure.
Definitely. I want to find a gray too. Let me find a little gray here. Here's a gray. So the color I used here is Rouge, Crimson Red it's called, Crimson Red. And then the gray here is Cool Gray 50%. I'm going to use that too. Now for the blue, I'm using Copenhagen Blue. I think this is a really pretty blue. My favorite blues for red, white, and blue cards, my favorite colors are the Gina K Designs white layering weight, our blue denim for blue, and our red hot for red. I feel like that combination right there is just the perfect flag red, white, and blue. So if you're looking for the perfect colors, you cannot go wrong with red hot, blue denim, and our white. Okay, so I'm going to lay down a little bit of blue here, this Copenhagen blue. There we go. And then I'm going to use a blending stump to blend this color out just a little bit. Okay, so if you're new to blending stumps, one of the things that you need to do when you get a brand new blending stump is you need to take something like a nail file. This actually is like a little pack of sandpaper here. And you need to just rough up the surface of your blending stump. And I do that just by rolling it while I'm sanding And that just makes it more porous and it will grab more of the Gamsol. It's also a great way to get rid of color. So if you want to change colors on your blending stump, you can do that. I'm also going to add some blue in here, so I should probably do that now too. So we're going to do some blue stripes in here.
Shannon said, Tom, your dad is the Fresh Prince. No, Shannon, that would be West Philly.
Yes.
West Philly is the Fresh Prince. Yeah. My dad was South Philly.
South Philly, that's more like the Italian section.
And so I was Northeast Philly.
Right.
And Gina was not even Philly. She was over the tracks, the suburbs.
Yeah, I was a suburban girl. Okay, so I added some Gamsol there. And did you see how I held the blending stump in there for just a couple seconds? And made sure that this saturated very well? Okay, so this stamp set, once again, let me pull this in here so you can see it. It's called Sunny Days and Breezy Nights. All right, so I'm going to use a circular motion and I'm going to move that color, that red, toward the center of this cardstock.
Gina and I got so used to traveling in our younger years, though, that we kind of became citizens of the world, huh?
Yeah.
Until we settled.
Yeah, I think there was a lot about the Midwest that we really liked. And
parking.
Driving.
Place to park.
Yeah. And it was also... everybody's so nice here. Everybody was really nice in Philly too, but everybody's so like, it's a little bit of a slower pace out here. Let's just say that. And I think a lot of it was just that we already kind of had established our family out here by the time Tom graduated, and it didn't really make sense at that point to move back. So my parents moved here. They left Philly and moved to Wisconsin so that they could be near us, which was super great. And I'm just dragging this color up.
Oh, they aren't Adirondack chairs, are they?
No, they're just beach chairs.
Beach chairs, yes.
You might see some of that in Jersey.
Beach chairs. Beach chairs and Adirondack chairs, you wouldn't think, looking at them, you wouldn't think they're comfortable, but they really are.
Yeah, they are. There are Adirondack chairs at the Milwaukee airport that we sit in all the time when we go anywhere. Okay, now I'm flipping the blending stump over. This was already sanded, and I'm going to use this side for the blue. Oh, this blue is so pretty. Love that. So, summer's in full swing out here in Milwaukee. I hope it's in full swing where you are, although I know some of our viewers come from the southern hemisphere, so they're like getting into winter.
Everything going on at once in this
That's right.
place.
That's right.
Something for everybody.
Yeah. Some of our friends from the southern hemisphere are like, nope, I need a snowman card. Okay. So there, I colored that in, and I'm thinking I'm going to leave the rest of the parts white except the stick. I'm going to take a gray pencil, and I'm just going to color the stick here, the pole of that umbrella, and the top. We'll just make that like a gray and assume that it's like metal. And then I'm going to use a little bit from the blue side. I'm going to rub some of that blue off. And then I'm going to go ahead and just take that and just smooth that color out a little bit.
Jana wants to know, would you ever consider selling and creating and selling colored pencils with matching colors to your ink pads? Wow, that's quite an order.
Yeah, well, you know, what I probably should do, because so many people already have Prismacolor pencils and already have the Olo markers, not the Olos, well, they do, people have Olos, but a lot of people have the Ohuhu markers that I've been really enjoying lately. I should probably go through them and tell you which colors match our colors. And that might be a really good way for you to have matching colors with stuff that you already have in your collection. Because I really like the quality of Prismacolor pencils, and I don't know if I could make them at the same price because I'm such a small business. So I don't know that I would have... I looked into having markers made, and the minimum was crazy. It was like you had to buy like 25,000 of a color. So can you imagine if I had to buy 25,000 of every color of 60 or 70 markers? Oh my gosh. That would be... I'd have to take all kinds of loans to do that. So it's hard to do that as a small company, but it would be not super hard for me. It's just time consuming to figure out what colors in both the Ohuhu and the Prismacolors that would match. I do have the full set of Prismacolors and I do have the full set of Ohuhu, so maybe I will slowly but surely work on that and share that in the group at some point. Can you only get the stamps in the kit? Nope, the kit has everything that you see on our website. It's a huge kit packed with stuff, and you get everything in that kit for that below wholesale price. Now, once this kit retires and our next kit debuts in July, then all of the products from this kit will be available a la carte, and then you can just buy what you like. All right, so I cut that out using the die from the kit, the matching die set. And now I'm going to... It's so funny because every time I do a project with this kit, people are like, oh, I wish I could just get that. And then they see the next project and they're like, oh, I wish I could just get that. And before you know it, you see so many projects and you're like, that's a pretty darn good deal. And so a lot of people really like just being able to get the whole kit and they can make everything along with me. They could just go back and watch these videos again. It's kind of nice because you can watch them on replay with the pause button and you can take your time and you can do everything right along with me. Oh, and I just want to do a big shout out to Brianne Loveland. I see her in the chat. She's linking everything. So thank you, Brianne, for being here. We appreciate you so much. Well, do I prefer the look of Gamsol coloring the entire image? I think I lost that comment, but do I prefer the look? I think it might have been, do I prefer the look of Gamsol over maybe markers? I actually am going to show you another card that I made tonight, not in the red, white, and blue color palette, where I use the Ohuhu alcohol markers to do a very similar look. And I like them both. They look different, you know. The colored pencil has more of a textured look to it, and then the markers have a more clean, defined look. So, do I like it better than with the Gamsol than just the colored pencil alone? I love the look of colored pencil alone. I'm just not that great at it. So I tend to, I'm going to cut something else out here. I tend to use the Gamsol because I like the way it blends. It makes it very easy. And I do like the texture that Gamsol gives me that I don't always see in regular colored pencils. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another quarter sheet of cardstock and I'm going to use Master Layouts 2. And I'm going to cut a stitched rectangle using Master Layouts 2. You can tell it is summer because people are out doing their thing, and I don't blame them. I know there's a lot of gardeners out there. It's Let's just run it through one more time here. Yes, you're right, Dolores. It is great to have the grandparents. And I don't know what we would have done without my mom and dad. They were so helpful. They watched our kids a couple times a week for us while I went to work and Tom went to work. And it was just great for our kids to be able to grow up with their grandparents, for sure. All right, now I'm going to take one piece of this blue denim. And instead of using black tonight, I know, I'm going to use a piece of blue denim and cut my layer. But otherwise, I wouldn't be using any blue denim cardstock. And I definitely want to get a little bit of blue denim in here because my card base is definitely going to be red hot. Okay, so I'm going to use the plain rectangle for this one.
I have to say, we have visited many places in this country and enjoyed them. What we do love our Milwaukee.
Yeah, I do too.
And Lynn, yes, the festivals, I don't know if the festivals have started, but boy, there's so much going on.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the bike races are coming to town this week. The tour of Dairyland, America's Dairyland.
Yeah.
Criterium races. Love those.
I think Festa Italia is coming up and a lot of fun things. The farmers markets here are so great because we are in farm country. So y'all have to come. Y'all have to come and visit sometime and just see Milwaukee. I think it's very underrated city for everything that it has to offer. Okay, so now I am going to use this piece of white cardstock and I am going to get the stencil that's in the kit. And the stencil in the kit is called Twirl-it Rope. Now you guys have seen our Twirl-it Gingham and our Twirl-it Check stencil, but this one's super cool. It's called Twirl-it Rope. Now, if you watched Megan's video on Monday, you saw that she used this with our texture paste and she did a rope design. So it definitely looks like a rope. Here it looks like a rope going sideways. You can do it this way too. It looks like ropes coming down this way. But I want to show you, if you stencil it this way and then you stencil it this way and then you turn it a quarter turn like that, you get kind of a square knot looking rope like this. So that's kind of fun to twirl it. But so one of our twirl it designs, you actually turn it a quarter turn, and we wanted to make sure this one could do that too, and that creates that really cool look. Now, the other twirl it stencil we have is actually a shift. So you ink it up this way and then you shift it over and it makes a gingham pattern. Well, this one, when you shift it, you get this pattern. So see how different that is? So you can have just this plain rope, you can have the square knot look, or you can have the shifted look. So this is like 3 stencils in one, and I love that so much. So I think what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to do the shift method on this one because I just want to add a little bit of texture in here, just a little light texture. Now, one of the colors that I really like using with red, white, and blue is Kraft. I think Kraft has a nice, just a nice, soft, subtle look to it, but it looks really pretty. It gives that red, white, and blue a little bit of a country feel to it. But if you don't like Kraft or you want to do something different, you can also use soft stone. But I think I'm going to mix a little Kraft and maybe a little blue. So let's see here. Let me find my Kraft brush and make sure that it doesn't have too much brown on it. Okay. So I'm going to do a little bit of Kraft ink here. I'm just going to hold this in place. And I'm going to start right here in the middle. Work my way over. And then I'm going to work my way down just a little bit. Work my way up just a little bit. Just like that. This is just going to create a grounding area on my card where I don't need to put any other layers down. But I love a rope design for the summer because it just feels like a ship, you know, it feels like nautical to me, and I love that look. So now I'm going to move into some blue denim here, and I'm going to go pretty light-handed with it. So let me get a blue brush. Let me rub off whatever's on here. Okay. And then I was here, right? And now I'm just going to shift over to here. And I'm going to do that by lining up the diamonds. See how the diamonds line up? And then you know the rest. See the diamonds here lining up? Then you know the rest is going to be centered. Okay? I'm just going to do a tiny bit. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add the blue, but where I add blue over these diamonds, they're going to turn a little bit more turquoise. So they're going to create more of a third color. So we're going to do a little bit of blue in here, like this. We're going to go over those diamonds. I'm going to come up just like this. Okay, just a little bit. Again, we're just creating that grounding area, so we don't want to go crazy and go all the way to the ends. But isn't that pretty? Such a nice pattern. And that's how you just shift it to create that beautiful pattern, just lining up the diamonds. And as you can see, the diamonds are now a grayish tone. And that'll pull out that little pole in the beach umbrella pretty nicely. Okay. Alrighty. So now what we're going to do, this is such a fast, clean, and simple card. It's a cute little card, and then I have a couple other samples to show you. We've got big storms coming through here tonight. I saw somebody say there's big storms coming, and it's Tuesday night. So whenever there's big storms coming, I'm always afraid that we're going to lose power because that's happened a few times around here in the summer. So I want to make sure that we get everything in here. Okay. So now I'm going to pop this right onto that blue denim layer there. My tape runner's getting low. Let's see here. What's going on with my tape runner? Oh, it's out. I'm at the green here. Hopefully I have one more. Oh, I do. A couple more. Thank goodness. You had hail in Oshkosh this afternoon? Yeah, we had a couple rounds of rain come through this afternoon as well. It's been a rainy summer so far, and a little chilly too. But I'll take it, because in Wisconsin, chilly, we know what chilly means. Okay, so there we go. So now I'm thinking that I'm going to pop this up right here, and then I'm going to pop this up here so that those chairs can kind of sit on top of that greeting like that. And then we need to pull in a little bit more red. So that is where I'm going to get a red hot card base. And I needed all these colors, so I went out in the warehouse and grabbed a pack of each because I was out of red hot, I was out of blue denim. But this is going to be the perfect... Oh, it's bad in Arizona. It's kind of dry out there. Yeah.
Do we have a release date yet?
We do not. We are hoping for either July 7th or July 14th. So that will be the release date for our July release. And we have something really fun coming for July, so I cannot wait to share it with you. All right, Tom. So, do you have a word of the day you want to share with everybody?
It's time for the
word of the day. Oh, hey, hooray. Let's laugh it up. Don't delay. Word of the day. It's here to stay.
Okay, so we are in the season of the grill, right?
Yes, we are.
And I don't know if is the grill still the dad's domain?
In my house it is. I just want you to make me a hot dog.
Yes, it's traditional. I think your dad said, "Man's not worth his salt if he can't cook on a grill."
I'm sure.
As he handed me back the hot dog. No, kidding. Not true. We could always do the grill. So this word of the day celebrates that, another wonderful tradition in this season. And it's a word that describes when a few guys are gathered around the grill and they're enjoying a beverage. And this is a word that describes that what they're drinking. And that word is Charbrohydrates. Charbrohydrates, an adult beverage around the grill.
The Char Bros.
The Char Bros hydrating at the grill.
That's so funny.
Summertime word of the day. Back to the dead space.
That's so funny, Tom. I love it. All right. Well, we are going to pop up our images now, and I'm going to lay them out here first to make sure that I have a good idea of where these are going to go. Okay, it's so cute. I love this card layout. It's such a fun little layout. This set is so cute. This is by a new illustrator that we're working with, and we just love her. Okay, so let's see. She's got some stuff coming up in the future too. All right, so we're gonna just go ahead and use some of these 1/4-inch foam squares. I'm going to email her, and I want to get the right pronunciation of her name, because her name is very complicated. I thought about it, and I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, because they're going to say, what's her name? But I'll tell you in the next video, I promise. I don't want to botch her name. I botched Melanie Menshinger's name for a really long time, and then one day we were FaceTiming, and she said, my name is Menshinger. I always said Munchinger, and she's like, that is not how you say my name. So I don't want to offend anybody by pronouncing their name wrong. So I will get her right pronunciation. She's actually from Ukraine. All right, so we are going to add a couple skinny ones down here, these little half pieces. These I just cut in half earlier. We have illustrators from all over the world. And we have illustrators that do different things with us. So some of our illustrators are signature designers with Gina K Designs, like Lisa Hetrick and Melanie Menschinger and Dina Gerner. And then there's other illustrators, like this gal, who are not exclusive to Gina K Designs. They do stamps for us, but then they do like fabric, and they do textiles, different other kinds of things. So they are not interested, they're not card makers per se. They know what we want, they're really good, but they're not card makers, and they really don't want to be listed. They just want to make art. And they make art for a lot of different industries. So that's why you'll see art sometimes that has an illustrator listed, and then you'll see art that's just under the Gina K Designs label. Some of the art that's under the Gina K Designs label is mine. Some of it is Brian's, some of it is Rena's, some of it is Alicia's. Well, Alicia is a signature designer for us. And then some of it is from illustrators that we work with on the side. Okay, I'm going to look at this and see if that's a good color. I don't know if that's... It's not bad, but it's got a lot of teal in it. Now, we've got these ones here. We've got some that have a red in them, and that might be kind of cool to pull on that red. See how it looks red in some angles, and then when you turn it, But also, you know, it might be really nice is to go more with a clear. Kind of play off the white, but use the clear sequins. So maybe I'll do that. Sometimes if you can't find the right color, you're just better off going with a clear, flat sequin. The red is cool, though. I agree. The red is cool. But then it flashes in a different kind of color, so I'll pull some more of these out. Okay. Alrighty, so I'm going to use my Connect matte glue. Let's see here. And then, let me clean my tip here of this Connect matte. There we go. Sometimes, if you get a little clog, you got to squeeze the clog out. And then I think what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to put maybe one here. One here, maybe one down here. Maybe I'll do it the same on both sides. That's not normally what I do. I kind of like to do the odd numbers, but I think it'll make it very balanced since it's a very balanced design. And then we're going to just use these little flat sequins. And you'll see when I turn it to the side, you'll see the shimmer. It might bring to mind a firework. So how many of you go and see fireworks on 4th of July? You know what they started doing here in Milwaukee? They stopped doing fireworks and they started doing drone shows. Did you know that, Tom?
Did not know that.
They do drone shows now on the lake. No more fireworks.
That sounds fun.
It is. It's pretty cool. It's just so different, you know, because we're all so used to, from our childhoods, like, I don't know, just the sound and the... We still have them in our little...
Where do they land those when they're all done?
The drones?
In your hair?
I don't know.
I bet it's cool.
I've got a little, there we go. I had a goober on there that was preventing it from sticking. So let's try one more time. Okay. But I think a lot of people, it's very mixed reviews. Whether or not people like the drones or they like the old-fashioned fireworks. I have great memories as a kid of going to the fireworks, sitting on my grandparents' lawn because there was a high school right across the street where they launched the fireworks, and having so much fun. So I'm a little mixed about it, but I do understand that it's much less expensive and it's probably better for the environment. But, you know, old habits die hard, right? Okay, so you can see here that little bit of sparkle around there. A little bit of red, white, and blue. Have an amazing day. You deserve it. That will be fun for a summer birthday. Now, I have another summer birthday card using the same set that I had showed you on release night. Well, I showed you one like this on release night that I did with Sun-Kissed Coral. I made another one using Red Hot as the card base. And this uses a lot of the other images in this cute set. This set has so many cute things in it. All very fun and summery. The pinwheel and the little beach cover-up. Somebody said this looked like a monster face on Megan's video. It looked like a nose and 2 eyes and then teeth right here. Now, I can't unsee that, but I think it's an adorable bikini, personally. And then the little flip-flops, the pinwheel, and the kite with birthday wishes. So that's another good one for my other birthday card that I need. And then I wanted to show you another version of this that I did, but I colored it with the Ohuhu markers instead. Totally different color scheme. It doesn't really go with my red, white, and blue, but I wanted to show it to you. Here I used key lime and some sea glass, and then I put the whole thing on an Emerald Coast card base, and I did use some of these. And for this one, you see the way I did the embellishments? Instead of making them very symmetrical like I did on this one, where I kind of circled my whole thing here, this one I did kind of like a semicircle up here and then a semicircle down here. So I still have an even amount on there, but I did them in different positions, so it just makes it look a little bit asymmetrical there. But I colored those with the Ohuhu markers, so you can see how smooth when you use alcohol markers, right, compared to kind of that texture that you get when you use colored pencils in Gamsol. Yeah, I love the key lime card too. I think it's a lot of fun, and key lime is an ink color that I don't use enough of, so it felt really good to add some of that in there. But I wanted to show you that one. And I used 3 different greetings here, so you know, this one is great for, it could be for a graduation, it could be for a summer birthday, or just to let somebody know that you want them to have an amazing day. This is a great birthday card, but this one is just like a thinking of you, wishing you sunny days and breezy nights, hope all is well. So lots of fun things that you can do with this collection. Now, Tom, which card do you like best? I should probably take this one out because I think you're going to say this one.
How did you know I was going to say that one?
Because I feel like it's like the closest, the key lime is the closest thing to orange. It's like citrusy.
It's a very refreshing card.
It is very refreshing. That's true.
Makes me want to order a vodka gimlet or something like that.
Or a margarita or something.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. A blue icy. Yeah. And you'll notice here, I feel like the Emerald Coast card base looks great. It picks up the iridescent dots really nicely, but there isn't any emerald in here. There's actually more of a sea glass color and a key lime color, but for some reason that card base just really works. Sometimes I like matchy, and sometimes I go just like completely nowhere near what's going on in the card, and it still works.
But that new one, that looks like remember we not too long ago we had dinner at a restaurant on the beach, and all the lights were hung. And that looks like kind of a nighttime party.
This here?
A summer party on the beach.
Yeah, this one here.
That vibe, yes.
Yeah. It does. Yeah, you're right. And you know, it feels different to me. Like this one feels like New Jersey to me. It feels like Wildwood. It feels like Atlantic City. It feels like an East Coast beach. And this one feels like a Gulf beach. Like more tropical, just because of the colors. But either one, whatever colors you want to do, you don't have to do red, white, and blue. But with 4th of July right around the corner and some July birthdays I have coming up, I decided that red, white, and blue would really fit the bill for tonight. Well, guys, this was so much fun. I had fun making this card with you. I hope that you find it quick and easy to make, and you make lots of them when you get your kit. And we have a gift card to give away. But if you liked tonight's video, and I hope that you have, if you wouldn't mind giving this video a thumbs up, we would love that. It certainly helps our channel. And then if you're new here, hit the subscribe button and all notifications, and you'll never miss another video. And then, if you're not part of our Facebook group, come on over and join us. It's called Gina K Designs and Stamp TV Friends. We would love to have you over there. It's a group of 50,000 plus members that all share beautiful projects using our stamps, dies, stencils, and all the other things we have to offer on our website. And then if you missed any of Brianne's links, thank you, Brianne, so much for being here and sharing those links. But if you missed them, you can find everything that I used tonight, including the card kit, on our website at ginakdesigns.com. We don't sell colored pencils, but all the stamps, all the inks, the kit, all of those fun things you will find on the website. Now I'll take some good pictures of these and I'll post them in the Facebook group and also here on the YouTube channel so you can take a closer look at what I made tonight. All right, Tom, let's give away a gift card. We're going to give away a $15 gift card. These gift cards never expire. You can use them whenever you want. You can save it for the next release. You can save it for a year from now, whatever you want to do, or you can use it tomorrow morning once you get it in your email. So, all right, Tom, are you ready?
All right, drum roll, please. Here we go. Tonight's lucky winner is 8158 Linda OB. Yay!
Linda! Congratulations, Linda. You are our winner. All you have to do is send your name and email address to info@ginakdesigns.com, and our customer service team will get that out to you right away tomorrow. So go ahead and send that email, and congratulations and happy shopping. All right, everybody. Well, Tom and I will be back on Thursday for another Stamp and Chat Live, and we hope that you'll join us for our Crafternoon Live. We'll be doing something else fun, and I'm not sure what I'm doing yet. I have to think about that, but it's always fun just to spend time together. So I hope you'll join us for that. We're going to get out of here before the rain hits, but you guys stay safe and healthy. We love you all so very much, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.